And that is how you rebuild a Chrysler 3.3, 3.8 fuel rail. The map sensor. It was the map sensor. Wow, and the engine light's off. Ticking's getting a little better. Third gear. Oh, high beams work really well. Well, it's been, what, 6 hours since we drove this thing. I got my sleep, I guess. Kinda want to see if it'll start again. It didn't burn down, it left the battery hot, so. Let's see how it just sounds cold. Will it still run? Yes, it will. There's some oil pressure. Oh, I should have checked the oil. I should shut it off. Let's shut that back off. Let's sit for a couple minutes here and I'll check the oil. I would say it was definitely a quart low. So I added that last quart and called her good. Shall we take this thing for a test drive in the day? I think we shall. Still can't see anything out of this windshield. In fact, I can't see enough that I don't think I can drive that. I can see at night, but in the day I can't. Like, I'm gonna hit that literally with a Brillo pad. Here. Brillo pad and this. Clean like this bad. There. Oh, there. Yeah, you can feel the grittiness to it. Oh, that's better-ish. Not really, actually. It really isn't better. Look at that. Some of that's got to be on the inside, right? I can scratch with my fingernails, so it's out here. Oh. Is my Windex no good? Yeah, look at that. Nothing. That did nothing to it. I don't know that I want to use, like, actual sandpaper. You know what I mean? Like, 1000 grit? I don't know. That might have actually done it right there. If I can get a towel before it dries. No, it's still there. Well, good thing we're replacing that windshield, so that'll happen sooner than later. Because I can't see out of it. So let's drive it anyway. I think the brakes released too. I think that probably helps. Let's just not hit those, because we know they're sticky. Surely my plates dated 2006 are legal, right? Surely. They're red. That's 2026, I believe. So we're good. Oh, transmission still works. That's cool.
I shouldn't have said that. I should not have said that.
Well, it's later in the afternoon. I just checked all the fluids. Everything looks good. Let's fire it back up. Oil pressure come up. Charging. Can't really tell. Dad's got a boat running here, but I guess it's getting quieter. Well, got the two second gens out here running side by side. Obviously, we've got a 93 Plymouth Grand Voyager SE and a 93 Dodge Grand Caravan LE. It's quieted down. It's starting to sound like this. It's pretty loudish on when it's cold still, but that gray van makes a little lifter noise. It's not too bad. They look pretty good. Paint in both of them is in great shape. It's just Chrysler paint. Gray van isn't peeling as much, but you can see it peel around the windows and stuff. This tire's starting to go flat. That's the spare. It's still holding some air though. These ones are doing alright, surprisingly, these Firestones. Those are the ones that were holding air. Funny enough. As you can see, there's the blood splatter on Gray van's wheel bearings. That's what I'm doing. I'm putting this under cover that way. You know, this helped a lot actually. This kept all the water out, but you know, I'm gonna put it under in the shed and have this one out front so I can do those bearings. But both looking pretty good. This Gray van got 173 something. Yeah, 173, 150. As you can see, here's the oil pressure on Gray van at temp. And if we go over here, this one's definitely a little lower, which, that's fine. I'm just being picky. Yeah, see? That one sits a little lower than the Gray van, but they both look pretty good. As you can see, there's quite a few differences between each of them. The Grand Voyager here has the chrome accents, obviously, that go along the headlights. Gray van's got a roof rack. This has got aluminum wheels that weren't from it on it, and this one has Steelies with a pinstripe. We added a white pinstripe, but that wasn't factory. Otherwise, the front bumpers are actually the same style. This has got chrome accents, and Gray van's got full lower molding, whereas the Grand Voyager here, I still don't have a name for it, only has the center molding, and then it's metal below where you can see all the rust now because of it. See, if it had this lower molding, the only rust you would see is on that wheel arch. But, you know, it is what it is, right? Should rust treat it though or something. Maybe we'll get to that at some point. I got a dealer sticker that I gotta try to get off. I don't want this Walzer sticker. Oh, actually, it's gonna peel right off. Nice. How bad's the paint under it? Not bad at all. Good, I didn't want that Walzer sticker on it anyway. Perfect. So, now I gotta clean that up. But hey, here's the Walzer sticker. This has got the non-black accented taillights on it right now. And this one has the black accent taillights. There's a toad. They welded a tow hitch on this one. It's got the black bottom accents on the bumper. This one is color matched. Gray van's got power windows. This has got power rear windows, but front manual windows. Steering wheels are different. I noticed that. I don't know. Gray van doesn't have power mirrors or anything, right? Gray van does have power mirrors, so we got. I think that's got power mirrors too, doesn't it? Yeah, it does got power mirrors, so it's got power mirrors in it. So, I don't know. Red interior in the Voyager, and we got gray interior in the Caravan. This has got infinity. That's got infinity. This has got the nicer stereo in it though, but I put that in here. I don't know. Oh yeah, this has got an overhead console in it from the factory. This one does not, but it will be getting one. I mean, it's got the overhead console, it doesn't have the trip computer. But we will be adding it because it should be wired for it. Pretty sure this means we need a new booster, right? Because the booster's leaking air back. Right? That's what that means? I don't know, I've never had to deal with that before. I'm thinking there's something wrong there. But hey, it's parked in the shed here, so there she be. Safe from the rain now, anyway. Well, it's been a week since we've run this. I want to say 6 days. Might as well fire it up. It's got no gas in it because I've run all the gas off. Forgot I broke that. Guess we're gonna pretend the oil's good. We'll just fire it up. Doesn't smell. It smells kind of moldy, but like it smells way better in here than it ever did before because it dried out. Whoops. And got all the seats in here. We still got battery powers. We got dome lights and stuff, so it doesn't have a parasitic battery drain, surprisingly. Okay. Oh, now it's showing I got an eighth of tank of gas. That's cool. Fires right up, and then it develops that ticky noise. And I can feel the stuck brakes, but let's just send it. Transmission still work? Hello, transmission still work? Nah, it's totally in limp mode right now. Great. Of course it is. Now the fun begins. Reverse gear makes a weird noise, so I'm sure something is hitting somewhere it shouldn't be, and it'd be great in the middle of the road here. It doesn't start. Okay. Oh, more weird noises. There's second gear. Can we have third gear? There it goes. Now it's fine. I don't know. Probably needs that fluid change. You know, that might help too. Sticky old fluid, so sticky shift solenoid, it won't go into gear. Bam, limp mode. It could be as simple as that. Okay, so I just got back from trip to town. We've got 4 full gas cans. I think I've got like 19.5 gallons between them all. Got a fuel funnel here. And I think I got a can of Berryman is what we went with. And we're gonna put the whole can in here, and then we're gonna fill this thing up. So there, this guy does the thing. It'll make life a little easier here. You'll see. So it says dump the whole thing, treats up to 20 gallons. So that's pretty much what we're putting in. I think I got to save 1 gallon for Dad's lawnmower, but the rest of it's going in here. So this will eat this whole can. Granted, those fuel injectors seem to be functioning just fine. The new Reman flow matched ones I bought showed up today, or not today, they showed up the other day. I unpacked them today, but we're not going to put them on this because I don't think it needs them. Not yet, anyway. Now, here's gas can numero uno. In you go. Drink up. As you can see, this is one of the newer cans that has those stupid safety non-spill filler necks on them, and frankly they suck. The only good filler necks are the old school Blitz ones, but you know, I don't have to worry about either of those because we're just pouring it right in. I don't know where we got this fuel funnel, but it's got a little filter on it and everything, so I use it to filter coolant and stuff sometimes too, but it works great. And then, same thing with gas cans. You can never get all of it into a car because of just the way it is. With this, I'll be able to get all of it in here. Okay, lawnmower didn't take very much, so we'll see if it'll take this last little bit. Yeah, that tank is very full. How does she read? Not quite full. Okay, maybe it's not full, but it's pretty full. Alright. Now she's got gas and a can of Berryman. Okay, here's a close-up. I got all the glass vacuumed out. Channel looks good all the way around the sides. It's really just up top here, and it's bad, but we'll see if there's any holes that pop up that we'll have to patch. But yeah, that's pretty bad. But there's still structure there, so it ain't that big of a deal. This side's better. This is where Blue Van was all rotted out in this corner. You know, top's rusty going across. Well, who needs a glass guy when you can install it yourself? It's all glued in, ready to go. Nah, just kidding. I got it out of the garage, and it's just as sealed as it was before. Even got a rear view mirror now. I put that on real quick. But yeah, it's in there for now. That'll get us by. Like I said, it's out of my way. That was my goal. Here's that Mille Lacs State Park from 2009, where this windshield came from. As you can see, it's delaminated on the bottom here a little, but that's not going to hurt anything. But yeah, I got it taped in. That'll keep it sealed for now. It shouldn't fall out. How about that? That plus gravity. It looks like they had a big red X or a big white X painted on it, like they were going to scrap the vehicle that they pulled this out of. So, cool. I'm going to clean this windshield because this one will actually come clean. That other windshield was shot. I got to fold that up and get it in my dumpster. Actually, dumpster's full, so Wednesday after they pick it up, I'll put that in. Then that's dealt with. But for now, it's out of the way. Yeah, that's pretty clean. Definitely better. Alright, got the cowling trim back on. I got both wiper arms back on. I had some used wipers I put on that were certainly better than what was on it. So I guess now, take it for a drive down the road here, blow all that remaining glass up everywhere so I can breathe that in, get it in my eyes. Oh, and I even got the dash put back together too. Getting better, hear it? Maybe. That might be in my head. Adjust my rear view mirror so I can actually see what's going on here. And away we go. Can't see nothing. Okay, already locked the brakes up, so that'll be great for a test drive. Oh, I can actually see out of the darn windshield. Look at that. You guys should be able to see the difference in that. Crazy. I do get safety goggles on in case something blows around in here. The window down. Kind of like to blow around what's going to blow around right now. But hey, we got a windshield in here. I can see through it. It's not cracked. And a rear view mirror. Oh, very good. I'm going to drive it back to the house, park it, work on something else now. Okay, so we're heading back down to Eggplant here because we're here to rob more parts for Gray Van. And actually, we're going to kill two birds with one stone here. So, oh, there's wasps. Oh, there's wasps. Why? I know they live up in these pipes. But they're in here. So I'm going to pull White Van here out the Voyager. It's not White Van because I have White Van. Anyway, we need the intermittent wiper, rear wiper module that's in the hatch. Remember, the hatch doesn't open on this. So I'm thinking we'll get that trim off, get that module, and pop the hatch. Smart, huh? There's the grill. Plymouth. Oh yeah, did I show you guys these? I took these like a year or two ago off of a Voyager. These are the gold emblems, but hey, they look better than the ones that are whitewashed because all the chrome fell off. So I figure we'll put those on. Even though it doesn't say Grand Voyager, it at least says Voyager. Just like Blue Van said Caravan for a while until I finally found a Grand Caravan emblem. We'll just move this over. Try to squeak this seat forward without pulling it out. I don't want to pull the seat out. Thanks for the help, guys. Okay. I should be able to squeak back here. Yeah. See, it doesn't smell bad back here anymore. Now that it is dried out, it doesn't smell bad in here. And I'm going to keep saying that, but it really doesn't. You should have been in here originally. It's so bad. There's our new overhead console. That should work. Kind of fold this down. So we got to pop all these screws out. Then we'll be able to get in here. Should be able to get at... There's a couple up under here that I'm worried we might not be able to get at. But at the same time, I don't know if we'll need to. Here's the lock that's stuck. I don't know if we'll be able to beat that to free it up or not. No, here's the screws right here. I'll be able to get at them. There's one in the center. We might have to move the headliner material around, but that's okay. I'll get this off, I'll bring it back, and we'll see if we can get that popped. Okay, the smells got worse again. So I noticed this when I pulled those off. I got this whole thing loose. The problem is here, because of the way that it is, we're not gonna be able to get this trim out behind this stuff with the hatch down. But we might have enough access to work if we remove that. Oh, that's bad. Gotta put a face mask on and start working on that. That's bad. But, oh, it's filled in there too. The whole thing is full. Maybe we just pull the module and leave this for another day. But maybe I can get in there. But also, this is already broke. So maybe we just snap the damn thing. You know what I mean? Maybe. Or maybe we can get it to finagle its way out. It might just fold, maybe. I don't want to break it if I can help it, but I'll try to get it out. Otherwise, we can get at the module, we can get that out. Hopefully it's okay. It probably isn't, but oh, the whole thing is full. It's full of mouse. Okay, it turns out it wasn't very stuck at all. So this guy goes down, this is the lock, and pushes this guy. I pushed it, it moved. All I had to do was rock the hatch and it went up. Even the shocks work. That's crazy. Copyright. I'm gonna pause and kill that. Yeah, that's funny. It wasn't even stuck at all. Yeah, I hadn't even got the module tried out yet. I said I'll try it once. Anyway, our hopes aren't all that great. Luckily, it was like this, so that was at the bottom. But the mice have nibbled it a little bit. We'll pull it apart. We'll take a look at it. But there, it's up. The nest is stuck there. Let's let that air out from it. But these shocks work. Are these OEM or are these aftermarket? Probably greased those up, but they're actually greased. They feel fine. They look fine. Not rusty. That's surprising, actually. That's really surprising that those are good. They're both working. A little sticky. A little sticky. I think we'll lube them up here and I'll actuate it up and down so we don't ruin those seals. But they work. So that's cool. I don't have to replace those. Did I have two in this box or was that just, oh, it's just rear shocks. These are the new Monroes I had on Graven that I took off before I replaced them with KYB. So I think this is deserving of used Monroes. I'm sure it's better than what's under it. I don't remember. Are these bad? Oh yeah, they're rotten. Nice. See where this is rotting? I'm sure that's all from the mice. Unfortunately. Looks like it's rotted from the inside out. Suppose, I'm sure that's good. Spray this lock. White lithium grease. Just load her up. Spray these little guys there. That one in there. Spray this whole shaft. The same thing on this side. These are just little ball joints here on the end. Allow the thing to pivot. And go ahead and hit up here just to soak the thing. And we'll go up and down a few times. Oh, here. Yeah, that sounds great. There it is, starting to move on its own. That's this one that's sticky. Might as well hit the hinges too, right? Certainly ain't gonna hurt. Yeah, that might help. Look at that. Look at that, no more noise. Still won't lift on its own, but that's okay. That don't need to be that powerful. That kind of helps, I think, with the lock, because if you have too much force, sometimes they'll hold the lock stuck. Anyway, you want to see something fun? Should we do it? Stand back as far as I can. Get down. Ew. 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 Look at that dust. Don't want to breathe that in. Thanks, wind, for blowing away from me. Now. Alright, so we scored pretty well at U-Pole today for the white van. Got 2 wiper control modules because I robbed parts off the one for a gray van. Remember how I had that yellow Voyager, like gold Voyager emblem? Well, here's a Grand Voyager emblem right there. I haven't even put the Voyager one on. New gas cap because ours is broke. And then we scored in a van with blue carpets and gray interior. We scored 2 red front floor mats and the rear wraparound mat. Granted, I'm not sure how the wraparound mat will work with the bucket seats, but we're gonna find out. We got the mat; they're not expensive, so that was a good score today. And we know there's good parts there, like a transmission and axles and stuff. If we ever get to the point where we need those before that van gets scrapped, hopefully they're still here. But hopefully they're not, and hopefully somebody else uses them. But they're there if we need them. Well, it's been a couple days here, so let's fire this thing up. Pull it around front. I gotta put those new floor mats and stuff I got for it. I'm gonna throw them in the back here, but figure I'll pull it up front to do that. Cold start. Should we check the oil? Nah. That fired right up. That was bam! It was running. That's crazy. Still sounds same old, same old. Into gear we go. And out we go. Oh, I got you in widescreen mode. Lucky you guys. You get to see everything. Run that transmission through the gears. There's third. Yeah, this thing sounds not great. Runs okay though. Let's turn it around. Gonna make that? I think so. Scrape all the weeds and away we go. Oh, that sounds so bad. You guys feel that flat tire? Might as well let it run, huh? Well, we're gonna fire up the van here. the Grand Voyager. I still don't have a name for this darn thing. I haven't come up with anything yet. I think so. Right now we're running, 22-year-old tires. I think this one's even older because it was a full-size spare. I do think those are, 2002? This thing is like 98 or something. It's a full-size spare off of something. I think we're going to take Gray Van's old wheels right there. The Gray Steelies. And I think we're going to put them on here. For now. Obviously, that'll... Then I got something I can trust a little more. Then we'll set these off to the side until we get something mounted to them. Because I'm going to keep these rims on it. That's what I want to run. I think we're going to run white walls of some sort like that. Because I like that look. With the Plymouth hubcaps. That's the look I'm going for right there. The factory look. So we'll get white walls of some sort. Probably the same sort of Hancooks I just put on Blue Van. Well, for you, it was probably a while ago. For me, I just mounted them this afternoon. I haven't put them on the van yet because there's the van. But you know what I mean. So we'll put the Blue Van wheels on here. Or, great. Forgive me, I have 30 million cars. We'll put the Gray Van wheels on here and tires. I have 30 million wheels and tires too. Actually, not really, but I got a set right there that we're going to put on it. But, till then, it smells good in here. This guy is putting in some overtime. Let's start this up. So I need something to hold me over tonight and get something done. But also, I don't want to work on Blue Van right now. Oh, starter. It might just be a sticky relay, to be honest. Because the starter seems to work fine. But, alright, let's back this thing out of here. Gray Van, freshly waxed yesterday. I just put the roof racks back on. I painted them. I don't even think I told them in the Gray Van video, but I did. And then there's the white walls for Blue Van. Leaky brake. That's the booster is leaking because I can feel the pedal going down as I do that. So it's leaking out of the booster, right? That makes sense. Okay. Might as well let this thing warm up. Please stop ticking. Please. Need to fix that hood latch too. Pop that dent out of that fender. Let's take a walk. We got all kinds of stuff piled in, around, on top, and in front. I don't want to move that fuel tank. I don't even know it's sitting on a lawnmower tire. Nice. We'll move this broken hatch that we're going to have to reuse. It's funny, it broke in the exact same spot on both sides. You know what? Heck with you guys. I'm going to spend some time and get this stuff, out. Okay, yeah, so I forgot that one of those lugs didn't get tightened. One was loose. We had 3 holding that tire. So, that was good to drive that time bomb, 60 miles an hour down the highway with loose lugs. Well, hopefully it loosened everything up. It probably didn't. This is one of the ones that had the aluminum wheels. We'll have to make sure we scrape that drum off. I got some different lugs we're going to put on because these are kind of, frankly, shot, but we'll set them right there. Got the tire under there in case this thing falls. I'm not going under it, so it doesn't matter. Got to do these shocks. I think I got some NOS shocks, some sensor track stuff. Notice this leaf spring holder is shot, just like Blue Van's were. You know, rocker rust. Rails look okay. Everything looks okay. Bushings look decent. This brake is free, obviously. It's going to take some beating. We'll get this drum off of here. And we'll look at the brakes. We'll also pop this cap, see how the bearings look. Considering I see grease here, I'm hopeful. And I didn't hear anything or notice anything before. Look at the dust coming out of there. Yeah, so we'll pop that apart. Have to get me a hammer, some supplies. I think just a hammer, really. And maybe a screwdriver to pry that open. Okay, I'm going to show you something stupid. Don't be me. So I did get the bearing out to pull it off because this drum is stuck to this hub. What we figured out, I think, is that this drum is thin. I mean, I've seen thinner, but it doesn't have a groove on it, so I'm thinking this was turned. We noticed the hardware is kind of shiny, so it's probably had rear brakes done. There's pad life left. But the adjuster spring is broke. The adjuster is not seized for some odd reason, which leads me to believe it was probably the brakes weren't done too long before it was broke. But this pad is not very... It's got some wear in it. How about that? The wheel cylinders appear rusty underneath, so it needs new wheel cylinders, new springs, new pads. The bearings are junk. It needs new bearings. How about that? Spindle looks okay and everything. Hub seemed okay. The rear bearing seems okay. It's not bad, I guess, but the front one definitely had some water in it, moisture. It had rust, as you can see on the spindle. But I was like, oh, I'll have the grand idea. I'll just tap this hub out. Clearly it'll come right out, and I mushroomed the hub. Don't do that. Don't do what I just did. What I should have done is taken it over to my brand new press that I'm not used to having and simply pressed it out. Okay, brake number 2 is different. So, wheel bearings seemed about the same, a little rusty on the outer. Bearings seemed okay. Looks like it's got newer hardware in it, just like the other side. Pads are about the same, drums are about the same, so I bet you they got turned. And, yeah, this one's a little wet. One of these wheel cylinders blew out. So, yeah, this wheel cylinder is more rusty too. So, this one's leaking fluid, which is very good. So, yep, just like the other side, this one needs all new. And the adjuster is stuck on this one, and the cable's broke. But, yeah, this one needs all new pad, drum, bearings, hardware. I mean, these springs are okay, but we need the adjuster spring anyway, so you get the whole kit. I'll save these springs just in case. So actually brand new. I'll save all these clips, because those tend to rot out. Then we'll have some to cobble together another brake for another vehicle. Yeah. Yep, but that's leaking. So we'll put that one back together without destroying the hub. On what I should do. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be machined flat. See where that little rusty spot is? That's probably where it was machined down, and that's the difference in size. Pretty sure they're supposed to be thicker than that, but yeah, we'll spray in here. Let this soak for a minute. So that's where it's stuck. Yeah, I'm gonna learn to appreciate that press a lot. Did you see the flexing on that drum? I do believe we bent it. Trying to pop that out. Yeah, we definitely did. But yeah, that was stuck on there good. So it was seized to the lug studs. So there was no way we were beating that one or the other one out, that's for sure. Yeah, well, it need new drums anyway, so that doesn't bother me none. But at least we didn't break it, we can put it back on. But yeah, there, now it'll come back off a little easier. The other side doesn't matter, we're throwing the whole thing away. So that'll be that. And we'll go pull some new hubs and whatnot from scrapyard. So we'll put that back together, put our new tire on, and then we'll move on to the fronts where I think I can actually get something done. It kind of reminds me of a CV van with those on there in a white, like a cargo van. Alright, got the fronts off. As you can see, that rotor's starting to bed in pretty good. Looks, like I said, I think it had a brake job recently. That rotor is nice. Like, was that a new rotor, I think? Because the pads are new. Pads look new. A little more wear on the inside, but they're cracked. So we'll probably put new pads on it again, but I don't think we need rotors in the front. I do not believe we need rotors. Let's see, strut look. Rusty as heck. That bushing's like blowing up there. You know. Tire rod's present. It's greasable. You should have shook the tire. I'll shake it when I bolt the new tire on. Control arm bushings. Initially, look okay. Kind of using you as a flashlight, more so than giving you a view. That looks a little suspect in there, but I think it's alright. No leaking from the power steering. That's nice. That's always good. How's our oil pan looking? Looks sealed still. Power steering pump is leaking though. Okay, hopefully this doesn't destroy the pad like I think it will. So, we'll find out anyway. So put the hole in my pants on that. So, we're gonna slide this guy in here. Get our little C-clamp. Already got the hood open, already got the reservoir for the brakes opened up. And this is where we destroy this pad. It should press pretty easy. And for one reason or another, it is not. So, the big tell is popping that brake hose off and seeing if it presses then. Yeah, no, that caliper is not moving at all. So, what we'll do, this could make a mess, cause me to have to bleed brakes that I don't want to do. Well, we won't pull the line off. What we'll do is we'll loosen the bleeder, which literally looks brand new. I'm believing this thing had a full brake job right before it was parked. That's what, a 10 mil? So I'll be back with a 10 mil. I'm pretty confident this thing got a full brake service right before it got parked. So, something tells me that's a 3/8. So I'll go get a 3/8 instead of stripping it. Okay, 3/8. Yep, definitely a 3/8. Okay, so let's get this somewhere where it's going to hold. You know, preferably you do this when it's bolted up to the vehicle, which we're not going to do because why would we do that? There it goes. Okay, so the bleeder's loose, and right away I see we have no fluid movement at all. So I'm thinking brake hoses. Let's find out, because this caliper will press in if it's not stuck. Oh look, it presses just fine. Yep. So the caliper is good. Bad brake hose. Yep, it's pushing all its fluid out right now. So we're going to stop there. I'm confident that caliper is just fine. Alright, let's find out if this is the same story like I'm sure it is. Yep, rotor's the same. Nice and new. Pads. Sure look nice and new but old. Line looks new but old. See how shiny it is there, but like corroded but shiny. Like not dry cracked here or anything. Well, actually this one might be an old one, because the new ones had those plastic little anti-scraper things. That one doesn't. That one's got an old rubber one. Also, there's a piece of tape here. Why? What is that for? What is that covering up? There's a hole here. That's for the trans mount, but why would you have tape over that? That's really weird. Okay. How's that right on this side? Greased up, present, not loose. Probably needs a boot, it looks like, and more grease. Not leaking on this side at all or anything. Trans, not leaking at all. I wish it had a Sprayman sticker on it somewhere. But that gray pan, that is not factory. There's no way it is. It's got red RTV putting on it though. I don't know. I don't believe that color of paint on that transmission is factory. Those bushings are junk. We knew that. Ball joints look new. That looks like a Moog bushing, doesn't it? Or like a cap. Is that a new ball joint? I didn't look at the other side. Did I look at the other side? That one doesn't look as nice as this one. That looks old. This one looks new. Yeah, shiny. Look, it's shiny. Yeah, that's a brand new ball joint on this side. See that? That side looks old and original. That is definitely a new ball joint. Nice. That hose is fine. I don't think this brake is stuck at all. So, we just need one brake hose and pads. And we'll go boots for the slide pins. Even though these ones seem fine, but they come in a kit. Oh, there. Doesn't look too bad with those wheels on it. I don't mind that so much. Oh, it's so much better. Yeah, these don't shake near as bad. The wheel's nice, actually. There's the shake at 60, but that's nothing. Actually, it doesn't really shake hardly at all. I don't know, maybe those tires are okay and it's something else on Gray Van, which is plausible. got back from the drive and the tick is gone. The darn tick is gone. Oh, look at that. It just needed 2 70-mile-an-hour passes and the tick is gone. Oh, there it comes back a little bit. It's going away, though. It's going to go away. That's what Blue Van did. It kind of went away, came back, went away, came back, and then it was gone after that lifter freed up. But it was gone there. You heard it. I got it on video that time. And now it's coming back as that lifter kind of bleeds down. But it was gone. That motor sounds good. Nice. Well, here's that $150 brake job I was talking about. Let's see what we got here. Do a live unboxing. I'll try to find that packing list so you guys don't get to see that. Where is it? There it is. You get out of here. What did we get for a rock auto magnet? 83. I don't know. I'd have to look. I have no idea. I know I've got duplicates, but what do we got here? This. What is that? Who are you? What are you? Ooh, brake shoes. There, it's upside down. They put their tag on upside down, actually. Right? No, I'm dumb. That's what. Wow, brake shoes, cool. Packing, get out of here, go away. I see something crushed here. Brake hardware. What you got in here? Ah, the boots. Actually, that looks like it came with 4. Oh, did I only... Maybe that's all you need to order. Okay, cool. Oh, so I bet you they pack a 2-pack when you order 2. Cool. Anyway, that's the slide pins. That, I bet, is a wheel cylinder. Yep, and there should be 2 of them. I see a couple of them, actually. Come here, Mr. Wheel Cylinder. Yep. So 37,844. That's a wheel cylinder. What are you? Ah, that is the spring, because that's the only hardware we need for the adjuster spring. Cable, whatever you want to call it. And I believe there's a second one right here. Yep. And then we're going to reuse the rest of the hardware. These are like, what, $2 a piece versus $7 for a kit of hardware times 2. So we paid 4 instead of like 30. That's cool. So we'll put that in with the rears. Put this in with the rears. There's our rear brake job. Who is this? Brake hose. Yeah, look at that. There's our brake hose. Fix the front brake. And there's the slide pins, like we said. And here's our pads. And then it looks like we got 2 big drums in there. Cool. Alright, so let's put that back in there. And that'll be that. We'll get to that at some point here soon. Alright, so I just finished recording the video on this van. This is a 92 Grand Voyager. You'll be seeing this probably a couple months after the videos come out. But we need parts for our 93 Grand Voyager. And guess what? This thing's got red interior. And this interior is actually in decent shape. I mean, it's got mice crap on it and over it, but it's not tore up. It's in great shape. The fabric's okay. I can clean this up. I'm about to spend lots of money here today, which is too bad because the pull-a-thon, well, the pull-a-thon is anything you can carry. I'm not going to be able to carry this stuff all in one go, so it doesn't matter. But we are going to be taking all of the seats. We're taking the carpet. We're taking the headliner. I think we'll take these pieces because the fabric in here is different. This is a different red fabric than mine, which I kind of like this fabric better, this checkered red. Yeah, we're taking all of it. See, the thing is, though, is this red is different than mine. I'm like 100% certain that this red is darker than mine. So, which is fine. It doesn't have to be a perfect match as long as it's red. But I don't know. Well, I can't. This trim isn't going to work for mine anyway. Not all of it. Well, this isn't going to work at all because this has got rear AC and mine doesn't. Well, you can still put the trim on, I guess, right? And then just ignore it. Like the fabric pieces, you see what I'm saying? So then I gotta swap the door panels. I might just take the seats and the carpet and leave the interior pieces. We'll think about it. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna have to make 2 trips. So I'll get the headliner out and stuff I want to put in the van, and like the overhead console, the floor mats, the carpet, after I shake it out a lot. Because I'm gonna have to come back with the truck to get the seats and stuff. Yeah, there's my kind of game plan. Oh, the stereo, we're taking that thing with the CD player. Absolutely, we're taking that. Too bad on the rims. The tires, they're old, they're weather checked, I can see, but they were brand new when they were put on, or pretty close. I don't know if I need anything as far as engine pieces go, but definitely don't need that ABS system. No sir. But yeah, I'm gonna start ripping into this thing. I'm gonna have to pull the interior panels to get the headliner out and whatnot. And the overhead console's got the red fabric on it. So I was planning on doing a headliner job. I think I'll be able to put that off because this one's decent. I mean, the back piece is kind of meh, but I can take this fabric off and glue it back on. The fabric's perfect. Just needs some adhesive. But the front bit of the headliner, if I'm careful, this is in perfect shape right now. For 201,000 miles, this thing was stored indoors. I mean, the paint on it's not bad. It's got the same peeling my gray van does on that, but the paint is decent. So I'm gonna pull these parts out, get to work. It's gonna be a busy day for me here. Good thing I got here early. It's like 10 o'clock, 10:30 now. But yeah, we're gonna get to work. I just one of y'all over there in the shop. What do you mean it's not for me? It is too for me. I'm here, aren't I? Oh, you guys are funny. One of you is. One of you is very funny. Well, I got the seats out quick. Everything came out okay. Impact helps with the front seats. Here they all are. I don't know if this is a different color red. I think my red is just trashed, to be fair. I know it's a different fabric, but the red's got to be the same color. I think mine is just really, really, really bad. But yeah, here's everything out. It's gonna be my parts bucket right there. So we gotta pull all of the trim to both get the headliner and the carpet out at the same time. So I gotta pull all the seat belts. That's pretty much it, and then I can just start pulling the trim apart. It's, it comes out pretty easy. It's all Phillips screws and whatnot. Yeah, and I'll set it off to the side. Gotta be careful with it just in case I need any of it, or anybody else does, really. Hey, if anybody else does, it's all be taken out for you. Granted, I don't know when this video will come out. The van just came into the yard. It's, September 30th. It probably ain't gonna come out till end of October, the way I've got videos lined up right now. But it should still be here. They're usually in here 45, 50, 2 months, no more than 2 months really. They usually don't stick around. Depends how fast they have cars come in. All right, carpet's out. Got it shook off, rolled up. Next, we were able to do it without getting all the trim. I had to do all the centerpieces. I unbolted those. There's 2 screws stuck in those, but I was able to pull them up enough to pull the carpet out around it. It's in decent shape. It's not bad. I am debating on whether taking the sound deadening mat, but I think I'm just gonna leave it. I can tell it's got moisture in it. It's heavy, gross. The back of my carpet, I'm just gonna lay new carpet foam anyway, and that'll be that. I think this is an LE thing, the extra matte backing, so I don't need that. I've got an SE. It doesn't make that much of it. Well, it does make a difference, but then you spill something, moisture gets under this, and you rot your floor. See how nice these floors are yet? There. But that's out. So now I gotta pull all the upper trim and this whole piece and whatever. And I think you gotta pull the lower piece to pull the upper piece, so you gotta pull it all out. We're getting there though. No, carpet's in decent shape. Fabric's in decent. It's gonna clean up okay. This should clean up okay. It was in good shape when it got parked. And I think it was 2017. Based on the tires, it says 2017. There was an insurance card that expired end of 16. There was a driver's license application in the bottom glove box that said in 2017 too, so it all makes sense. So it's been parked, what, how long ago was 2017? 7 years ago, I think, right? 18, 19, 20, and 4, 7, oh god. Kind of curious, here's what the rear heater box looks like on a second gen. For some reason the heat AC control was unplugged, so you couldn't switch the blend door, which is weird. But yeah, it's got a full-on heater box back here, and yeah, all the lines are rotted off just below here in the body. But yeah, that's off. Big old mouse nest there. Got this side off. Lots of mouse crap. No nests over on this side though. I'm definitely gonna get hantavirus from this. Hey, so this glove box was stuck. You know what was stuck in there? It was an old rearview mirror, the metal piece. I got him out, and I'm like, well, this glass has probably been replaced then, right? I went up here and I pushed on it. Whoever glued this glass in did a piss poor job. I think I can get this windshield out one piece, which means we're taking this windshield. Yeah, absolutely. That'll be the cheapest windshield I've got in a long time. Yeah, they didn't clean the surface very well, or something, or left the old glue. I don't know what they did, but they did it wrong. Yeah, it came right out. It wasn't held on by anything. Oh, that's a nice one too. It's got the tint up top. Yep. Yes, please. Yes, please. There's a VIN number, by the way. Yep, not gonna say no to that. I mean, we've already got one for the white van here, the Grand Voyager, but I'll just put this one away and I will save it. So, yeah, I'm not gonna say no to a cheap windshield, especially when they're getting harder to find. Yeah, like the glue's not even on the windshield, it just needs cleaned up. Like, look, it didn't stick to the glass at all. Oh, that's crazy. You love to see it. Love to see it. I even kept the seal, so DIY, put my own windshield in sort of deal here, if I want to. This has got some glue on it though. Wherever the glue was, it was on that. That's crazy. Never seen one come out that easy. Yep. Glad I saw that. Glad I pushed on it and glad it came out. Yep. Yes, please. Thank you. Hey, it looks like this thing was either added or replaced or fixed in '97 by these guys in Minneapolis. Huh, that's cool. Bring it back here because I just saw something else really cool. August of '88. It's out of a first gen or something. I'm curious how this is hooked up. I bet you it hooks right into these. These are older Infinity stereos anyway. Well, there's how it plugs in. I always wondered what that port was for on some of these stereos. Now I know. I'm curious how you make it play CD. What do you click? Do you just click something on here and it kind of kicks it in, or up here? I don't know. I'm not sure actually. But yeah, I've never seen that before actually. I've never seen one of those that I remember. Certainly a rare option for us. Oh, and I don't know if I ever looked in here. This has got some extra red clips and stuff in it. And pins and whatever. I'll probably grab that stuff. But, yeah, that is a huge score. This van is loaded. That's for sure. Thank you, van. You have donated a lot. This thing was all together. I just gutted it. Alright.